Hey there, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is something that actually came requested from you guys, so I decided it would fit perfectly in my kind of low buy year. I think we can officially let go of the fact that it's definitely not a no buy, but it's certainly a low buy in comparison to last year. So what I'm trying to do is kind of do videos that help me rediscover fragrances that I already own, since buying so much has led to having less time to, wear, figure out, and enjoy the fragrances I do have. But this video is kind of also rediscovering fragrances that I used to love and that I no longer do. So some of them have turned into just me avoiding them altogether for a portion of time, and some have just turned into likes. So I've chosen 5. If you guys enjoy this video, because I've done fragrance video kind of around this theme, then let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into it. So I think the oldest fragrance from this bunch that I've had is the one I'm going to start with, and that is Beach by Bobbi Brown. This was a fragrance I was obsessed with. Like, I would try it out in Sephora and department stores all the time before I owned it. And I would wear it. It's a super sunscreen type fragrance. And at the time that I was trying it, because this is years and years and years ago now, I didn't own that many sunscreeny fragrances. I actually maybe didn't own any when I first smelled this. It was much more novel at the time. Now, however, I do own a bunch, and I think what kind of happened throughout the years is, after having sampled it for so many years, by the time I got it, I already felt like part of the excitement of this fragrance was already kind of over for me. And soon after I'd gotten this, very soon, like within a week or two, I got Fire Island by Bond No. 9. And they're quite similar. And I would say that I prefer Fire Island to this. And this just always kind of took a back seat. I have other sunscreeny fragrances that are different that I do wear, but Fire Island and this are so close that I feel like I only really reach for one or the other when I'm in the mood for that exact scent profile, and Fire Island wins out. So this just ended up kind of taking a back seat, and it's not that so that really changed how often I would wear it, obviously. And besides the point that I think it's very summer leaning, which reduces the amount of months that I do wear it, this scent profile as a whole just became less and less intriguing to me, because a lot more fragrances kind of started smelling like this, and it became less unique. At the time, it was much more novel and I was much more into it. Don't get me wrong, I definitely love a sunscreeny fragrance. But it is kind of that scent profile that once you have 3 or 4, I would say, like, you kind of have your fill. And I do want to be better about wearing it this summer and enjoying it, because it lasts a long time. I do like the scent. And I know I made that kind of self-promise to myself last year, but when I am in the mood for it, at least trying to be more cognizant of the fact that I can alternate between this and Fire Island, because they are very close. It's just this always takes kind of a back seat. Yeah, so that is the first one that kind of turned into more of like a like for me. The next one is by Bvlgari, and I always forget what this one is called, so I'll put the name. It's one of the Omnias. Omnia Tourmaline, maybe? I'm not sure. It's not that. I completely forget what it is. But I wore a whole bunch of this. You guys will see, like, I've worn 60% of this bottle. And I had this in my travel bag when I would go on work trips and stuff. So I feel like I mentioned this before, but this range, the Omnia range, had the small 25 mils in this shape. And these just always remind me of work trips, because they're all like safe, office friendly scents. They all pack very easily. So the whole thing of like when travel kind of stopped, I stopped wearing a lot of my Omnia fragrances that came in these bottles, this being one of them. Some I'd obviously finished throughout the years, so they're just empty bottles, but this and the other one I think I still have. I think I only have 2 left. kind of just took a back seat. Scent-wise, it is nice. It's nothing super special, but it's definitely nice. And I think the main thing that changed for me is it's not recognizable enough of a scent for me to wear when I have all of my fragrances at my disposal all the time. But when I just had it in my travel bag, it was like a very easy reach, freshen up fragrance, getting off a flight and, you know, walking straight into a meeting, or yeah, just wanting to just spray or respray throughout the day. It's not too strong. It's kind of like a perfect soft medium sillage. So it kind of worked perfectly and was always handy for me in those instances. But now with life having changed so much, I just don't feel as drawn to it anymore. All right, so the third fragrance is surprising because I was so enamored with this scent that I bought it full price at Sephora, which is always a rare occurrence. But it has changed for me. So this is North Bondi by OUAI. I used and have used a lot of OUAI hair care products. My favorite being the dry foam, like dry shampoo. I just really love that hair care product out of all of hers. But that product in particular has this scent, and I would use it in my hair whenever I didn't even need it, if only for that scent. And I actually love all of their hair care product scents, but that scent in particular is stellar. And so when OUAI came out with two fragrances, this and Melrose Place, I was so happy because this is the one that smells like that product. And I instantly got it, and it just kind of relieved me of having to use those hair care products when my hair was perfectly clean and I didn't need that. And I loved it. And for a very long time, I loved it. And it kind of slowly started to tire me out. I feel like because it's actually quite a strong scent, which I love. And it's a sweet floral. Again, I love everything about it, but I think I just kind of started to make me a little bit sick of the fragrance. And when that starts to happen, and I know that it's not anything particularly bad, or like it doesn't make my stomach turn, I'm just getting tired of it, I just have to take a break. And then I know when I'll come back, I'll be just as much into it, and I just need to kind of give it a break. And that's what I've been doing. So I think I've just fallen out of the super extreme infatuation love I felt with it when I was using it as a hair care product. And by the time I got it as a perfume, I went through like a very intense love affair with wanting to wear it all the time. And now it's kind of dissipated into being a little bit over it, but I do like it. I will definitely wear it again sometime, but right now it's just not for me. And because of that reason, I haven't picked up Melrose Place, because I feel like it smells like other hair care products from the line. And again, it's beautiful, but I just don't want to be in that same pickle all over again. Then we'll get to one that I've talked about before, kind of being a little bit over, and it has continued. It still hasn't changed for me. And that is, I mean, in specific, it's Haramain's Amber Oud Rouge. But in general, I think I can extend it to just like Baccarat Rouge 540 dupes. It is nice. Like now smelling it from the bottle, I kind of do miss it because I have taken quite a bit of a break. But it is, I think I'm gonna have to take a little bit longer of a break before I come back into it. I feel like there was a huge portion of last year where I was into wearing these or other dupes, or even fragrances that had elements of it, elements of that scent within it for a long time. And I got nose exhaustion from it. And I mentioned it in my Baccarat Rouge 540 video. I do like this scent, and it really does smell, I think, great on me. I'm not nose blind to it. I'm not anosmic. Like every single scent that has, or fragrance that has this scent profile, I can definitely smell. And I do like, but this is one, it just got very saturated in the fragrance market. A lot of people smelled like it. I smelled like it a lot of the time, and I'm gonna have to take a break with that one. And I've definitely fallen out of love with that scent profile. So I'm very glad that I never bought a full bottle. of Baccarat Rouge 540 and I bought other MFK fragrances because I haven't gotten sick of his other fragrances the way I've gotten sick of this one. And then finally, the last one is actually my singular only Montale, and that's Sweet Oriental Dream. Oops. I mentioned before, I do like this fragrance. It is just very, very strong. And right now I haven't used it in a very long time. So right now as I'm smelling it, I do miss it. And I feel like I want to actually wear it tomorrow and have like another Sweet Oriental Dream day. But it's an extremely strong beast mode fragrance. Like I had half a spray right now in the air. I can't smell anything else. So I made a horrible mistake and I deeply oversprayed this the first time I wore it. And that turned me off from it for a while. And then I wore it for a while and it was nice, but you really do have to commit to this on the days you wear it. And yeah, it's a definite commitment. So you can't really try out other fragrances on those days. So I just took a break from it. And honestly, having smelled it now, I am more into it and I would like to wear it again. But fragrances that take a full day's commitment are more likely to make me fall out of love with them because I can't really wear anything else or smell anything else throughout the day. Like, don't get me wrong, I love great performance and I love knowing that it can last through the day, but this one really just lasts through the day and into the night. So yeah, I've definitely fallen a little bit out of love with that one, and it made me more apprehensive in general to buy out any other Montale fragrances. Like I've tried the chocolate one and I never bought anything else from them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know in the comments below which one of these you've tried or you'd like to try, or your choices of fragrances you've fallen out of love with. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.